Ryan Wilson from CBS Sports talked about what he sees when he looks at this Texans-Browns matchup.
When you talk about the Texans, is that C.J. Stroud, the moment is not too big for him. He is not the best rookie quarterback in the NFL. He is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL with the way he has played. Missed 2 games because of the concussion, came back this week and looked as sharp as ever. Helped that team beat a division rival to, in fact, win the division themselves, thanks in part to the Jaguars losing. By the way, we know what happened the first time in this matchup, but you wonder if the Cleveland Browns were hoping the Jaguars to win so they could go to Jacksonville and whoop up on them, because I don't think that game would even be close. I think this would be a much tighter affair. I think second time around, C.J. Stroud, DeMeco Ryans, and that crew is going to be ready, and it's going to be fun to watch, because I would not be surprised if the Texans find a way to win, and this might be the toughest matchup for a Browns team, but, I can't believe I have to say this. Never sleep on Joe Flacco.
Scott, I've seen the Texans play quite a bit. I watched all of the Colts game. C.J. Stroud is impressive. I'm not downgrading what he did. He really didn't put the ball in harm's way at all in that game, in what was, in essence, a playoff game. Historically, rookie quarterbacks in the NFL, and we'll talk about it coming up, we'll give you the numbers and all this, they struggle. And Jim Schwartz, with a rookie quarterback in a scheme that he's seen a little bit of, man, I like the Browns' chances in that matchup.
Yeah, I think the guy makes a good point that the way Jacksonville was playing, that seemed like the preferable matchup. Now, I kept thinking Trevor Lawrence might get back to being Trevor Lawrence, and, Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, whereas, C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans are rookies, right? So I kind of thought Jacksonville might have been a tougher matchup, but just having looked at how each team played this weekend, you would go, yeah, Houston's tougher. C.J. Stroud is playing at a higher level than Trevor Lawrence. But I kind of agree with you, Dave. I think C.J. Stroud is having an unbelievable year, and the fact that he doesn't turn the ball over is really impressive, and really impressive for a rookie. That doesn't mean he can't turn it over in a game. Doesn't mean if Myles Garrett's bearing down on him, he won't fumble, he won't throw it up for grabs, or Denzel Ward will make a great play. I think it's more about how good I think the Browns are on defense as opposed to C.J. Stroud. And I also don't think Stroud has a ton of weapons around him. They lost Tank Dell for the season. Nico Collins had a huge game against Indy, so he's scary, and they have a good tight end. But they feel a little thin there, and that puts more pressure on Stroud.
Yeah, and again, they made the right. Tell me which rookie quarterback I want. I want C.J. Stroud every day of the week. It just goes to show you how ridiculous some of the stuff that comes out when somebody's being, scouted that intensely for a quarterback is. Because, he looks really good. But again, let's just wait and see what happens.